Okay, thank God it didn't mess up. I was so scared it was just gonna yeet all go wrong. You know how it does when it was something new. Speaking of, move that out the way. Oh yeah, his tag fell off. I was messing around with him. Hi, Gray! My instinct was to wave like this. You can see my shadow. And I was like, hang on, no, they can't see me when I do that. Let's go do that. Oh, it's gonna be so much fun. All right. I've already dropped something. This is going well. Hang on. Right. The bin is helpfully like under the desk, but I literally just knocked the ear pattern straight into it, so that's not great. Get rid of some of that. Okay. Something I have to watch out for when I'm cutting these pattern pieces is one thing I did mess up with good old Proto Junior here. Hello, Proto Junior. Hello. Is I got it right on every bit apart from I did mess up his leg here. I had to cut it out of another bit of scrap that I had. So his fur goes down one way and up the other, which is not what we're going to want when we've got someone who's going to be this fluffy. So, you're going to remind me, aren't you? Yes, you are. You're going to remind me not to do that. Right? You watch everybody. No, not me. Look up there. Yeah. You stare at everyone really creepily. Right, so direction determined. No, not knocking stuff off. I'm going to start with his legs. If I get it wrong, then hopefully I've got enough spare. I'm just cut it out again. So that's his back, and then that's his leg side. So that's this, but I'm gonna whack that microphone so much, aren't I? Oh, you know the whole thing. Measure twice, cut once. Can I panic 3 times, cut once? I think that's what I'm gonna do instead. This is very much unsafe tool operating, by the way. But hopefully won't coming in for some health and safety tips. No, it's not. Yeah. This is gonna get messy. So much fluff. Oh my goodness. It didn't take. Oh, bless. There we are. So that is his right leg on the outside. Now I want to do his left leg. And this is where I messed up last time. Now I want the fur to go in the same direction. So have a look, match that up. Ooh. Yeah, that's good. No. Yes. The opposite way round now. And I'll probably keep this, but I think there's enough on that chunk to use for an ear or a foot. So I'm going to keep that over there for a minute. I muted my microphone. God damn, the freaking mute button's on the top. You can't see it here, but it's like, I'm gonna catch that often, aren't I? I suddenly stop talking. I've genuinely not stopped talking. I've fumbled with the microphone. Right, I'm gonna do an arm here, I think, because there's enough room. And it's a lovely down. So with the arms, you need to do 2 of both sides. If I've got enough... Do I have enough room for 2 there? No. The legs have to go sideways, so that's not going to fit either. But I might get 2 feet out of this. Nope. Oop. Will I get a foot out of that one though? Yes, okay. Right, I'm just gonna not cut it off because, like I said, I think I can use that for at least one arm. It's weird because the fur goes down and then it kind of goes freaking diagonal on this top bit. I'm gonna have to like move everything. Right. That is not a good angle. I've muted it again. Oh my god. It's gonna drive me crazy all day. Okay, right. I'm gonna do one arm at a time so I don't get confused. So I've done one this side. I'm gonna do that one this way now. In line with the fluff. I think that's gonna have been cut free, yeah. Add that to my little scrap pile over there. Okay. Now what we should have, lovely, very fluffy arm. Do some defluffing again. The last thing you want is all of this fluff going in your sewing machine. There we go. This is his... Actually, no, when we turn it the right way around, it'll be that side, but... Interchangeable arm, number 1. Do I have enough space? Yeah, yes. Just gonna do a little reminder for myself that I've done this one. Tick on it. Morden, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. It's been a while since I've seen you. Right, get rid of that. God, the fluff. The fluff. I knew this was going to be a thing, but I mean, you were fluffy. Yes, you were. Oh my goodness. This guy's going to be even fluffier. Right. Flip. There we go. Let's get rid of that. Sorry. Constant reading the highway code. See, I know what a CBT is, but my brain is blanking right now. All right. Lovely. We got another arm there. Although, to be fair, that's not really. They don't look very shaped, do they? This one does. Hi, Tom. I do hope your CBT goes well. Yeah, I'm worried this is not. As much as I know what shape it's going to be, when I hit the sewing machine. I want to make sure you know what you're doing. I'm not going to have the cardboard. Oh, lovely. Also, I was like, my brain was like, right, it's either something to do with trucks or motorcycles. Well, if this one goes well, Tom, I'll be selling this guy, the one I'm making, but I don't think I'd be able to mass produce. That's what. But yeah, let's see how this one does. And I'll go from there. Because this guy might not even turn out right. But you know my thing. Don't have to be good, just do things. Or don't have to be perfect, just do things. I'll even get my own quote right. Right. That's leggies and arms. And we gotta keep an eye on the fact that freaking fur has gone sideways on me. Right, so we want, because this is his inner leg, you want it to match the fur outer leg, so we're gonna want to do him this way. I can go right up to the edge, because I think that's flat, yeah. I've muted the microphone with my arm again. going to keep doing that by accident. There we go. Right, he's got a bit of a chunk where he shouldn't there. Yeah, you keep staring up at them. You're the host right now, buddy. I don't have my own head on this. Right. Where's my fluff going? It's going that way. And then we do flip. And then that's the only. Add that to my possible ear usage pile. Come on. Yeah. Freedom. Backed and muted it that time. Right. That's his inner leg. Oh. That little guy goes there. And that little guy goes there. Don't worry, we'll pin it later. Just want to get the pins out while I'm still cutting things, because knowing me, I'll end up cutting a pin and it'll go in my eye or something. You laugh, but I have done dumb things. Very accident prone. Let's see what we can get out of these bits as pieces. So these are his feet. And we want them to be going down fluff. And then his ears here. We also want them going down towards him. So I'll fit it where. Let's see if I can get 2 lots of feet out of this one now. Oh, I can. Okay. Because it is easy, because they fit pretty much anywhere. They're tiny. Yes, I'm a real teddy bear. Oh, we're gonna have to work on that voice, aren't we? He did lose his tag yesterday, though. Meant to be there. Technically, he doesn't say anything other than this is a test. Just lining that up on a printer is really freaking hard. Hate printers. Oh, the little pants on his feetsies for this guy is going to be... Well, it's coming up really light on the camera, but it's quite a nice pink. He's got a little pink feetsies. So I found that and I was like, oh, that's perfect. And here we go. One little one goes at the end there. Thankfully, I don't have to flip this, otherwise that'd be really confusing. Right, should be still able to get more out of this guy. Yep. And again, if I go quiet, please tell me, because inevitably I've accidentally knocked the mute button. It's on the top of this freaking microphone, and it's right there when I'm doing that. No, not yet. I sell stickers at the minute. One there on the sewing machine. Hang on. Oh. Let's see how far away I can get away and wind it up. But not sold a bear yet. He was my prototype. This like the final one we're doing, but I do sell stickers. So we've got Beansie Bear stickers. Oh my goodness, that is not best. I don't see them in that plastic. I'm Batman. All the quote ones sort of ended up in their own parcel. You know, I'm a bee. You don't have to be perfect, just do things. And all the other ones are older. My box of stickers. Yeah, no, I was challenged, sort of. People on Discord were like, oh, you should make a real one. And I was like, can I? Can I do that? Can I actually make a proper one? And then I did. Look at him. Hello. Been a journey and a half, but I did it. Get these feetsies right. Here we go. It's very cute. Thank you. I'm glad I get to keep him. Because he's very much a prototype. Like I think I said at the beginning of stream, I messed up with his fur, so it goes opposite ways on his back. It's not good. And you can see some stitching because I didn't really use the appropriate colours. The sewing machine is primed with proper grey today, though. I can assure you, it's actually right this time. Right, let's get some ears out of all the little bitses that I've got going spare. Was that enough? No, I don't know if that's enough. That is enough. Accidentally chopped a chunk of my pattern off. Right, I'm gonna have to get rid of some of this freaking fluff that's just like hanging around my table. So much of it. Hang on. Safety lock on. Little pillowcase. Well, this is the second sewing stream I've ever done. The last one was a chat cushion. That was I'm thinking it was 3 years ago now. Which is scary. I'd have to check the date. Where'd it go? There we are. If you enjoyed them, then you know, you didn't suck, did you? Because you were having fun. Right, that's going that way, so that's useless to me. That's one little ear. Hang on. There we go. So this is the good side that we want on the outside of the bear. So when we're sewing, we make sure they're on the inside. I'm not overly sure I've done this time. Yeah, there we go.
I'm a bee.
Hey, hedgehog. I knew that was going to be you before I looked. I was like, if it's a bee, it's either going to be... It's too early for Nano. It's probably going to be hedgehog. You wonderful people, you. Coming back. Making me jump with bees. Oh no, unpredictable. Sorry. I've been revealed. Oh my god. The fluff was trying to escape. No, that's too small. I don't want to end up with wonky ears, do we, buddy? Because you've got wonky eyes. Fluff. I'm gonna say that so much today. I don't already, but I know what I mean. Everywhere. Okay, leave you there so I could try and get that right. Alright. Yes, I know that Hootie's here because he will honk at me. Hootie hasn't dropped in a while, so I haven't been honked at in a fair while. I do too. Wonderful role player. I definitely miss, them popping up in chat and being, themselves and their characters as well. Right, I don't know if we won't. No, we won't get an ear out of that. Right, will we get an ear out of these? What we might do with this one. No. And no. Okay. Chomsky was like, oh, that feck. Oh, goodness. Follow that up with when Lucky tried to do what, follow that scientist incognito, and it was like the most obvious thing ever. And poor Hootie, like, trying not to laugh as I basically ran him over while trying to be sneaky about it. Oh dear. Okay, good. That is some nicely proportioned ears. I think. Yes. At the ears over here. With the ear. Right. Gotta do his belly. Gotta get his belly. Can't do it out of this chunk. Oh, that's a bigger chunk. Here we go. Like, most of this is missing when you do so, because you can see, like, the sew lines here, but you still need something. Try and keep them together. I tried it without. Did not work. That's why you try things. You were trying to scare me, I was chasing you down. I just wanted to drive back, but you stopped. Yeah, because I nearly had a crash at that junction, and I wasn't sure if it was you. And then the person that I'd nearly crashed into then called me on the phone. I was like having two conversations about the same thing. It was very funny. Okay, that's his lovely little belly. Gonna be nice and soft. That to the pile. I have played Lucky this year actually. So Lucky's brother Josh is still in No Pixel. And wanted Lucky to visit, so Lucky did go on a visit. And we got to see Maggie and a few other people we hadn't seen in a really long time, which was really nice. But obviously there was no wheelchair there, so we were just like carried around. It was really awkward. But no, I don't think Lucky will ever be back just because of they've been away too long now. They've got their own life outside of Los Santos. Right, okay, so this is his head. This is the most complicated bit, right? There is 4 bits to this guy's freaking head, right? To fit this brain in. You wouldn't think it, looking at his little cute face. Right, so each of these has an arrow on, and that is to indicate which way the fur should go. So that we get a nice fur appreciation. The fur should all go away from his nose. Which I don't think it does now, looking at him. Buddy. Everything except, what is it with the left side of your face? Okay, so it's supposed to. I might have to check. Hang on, which is the left side? Orange. It's possible I got orange and blue mixed up. Let's see. Because the brain... You finally step back. Oh, if it was getting to IRL, then yeah, that's definitely a good time to step back. Excuse me, I'm having to brain math. And my brain is short-circuiting. I want to get this right. If I'm gonna sell one, right, it's gotta be right, you know? It can't be a higgledy-piggledy mess that I usually do. Right, so that's the back of his head. So that's right. That's in the right place. That's the back, that's the front. So that's in the right way. So that should be, but it's not. Because that goes there. Wait, I know what I've done. Right. Blah, 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 blah. Rewind. So the point of his nose, that's there. The point of his nose is 6. Yeah, because that 6 connects to him here. So I am right with my arrows. Maybe I cut it out wrong. Tell you what, if I get it wrong, I can cut it again because I've got tons of spare. I don't have to make do like I did with you because I didn't have much scrap, did I? No. But before I cut, I'm having a drink, which is all the way on a different table because I didn't want to risk getting anything on him. A dance break. Okay. Oh my, thank you. Had it. It's really dirty in a minute, but yeah. Today I choose joy. I had a mug with it too, but I broke that. Common friend. All right. Hey, come on, brain. Let's do this. All right, you buddy, move out the way a minute. Get everything on this mat. That's stuck. I debated on doing this yesterday, like before stream, so I could just get straight to the sewing part. But then I was like, no, because I want to show how I do it, start to finish. You know, he's not going to be unfortunately finished on stream because I don't have. I'm sort of using. Oh, good luck. Hope you sell lots. So I'm using like what I've got to hand, and the only buttons I've got left are all dark blue. So they're gonna have to be painted. So that's gonna have to be done before it gets sewed onto his widow face. I'm gonna do as much as I can on this stream. A sneeze. Hang on. Intentional mute that time. Okay. Oh, someone remind me next time Blackbirds is around to ask for their stuff so I can share it. Unless they're still here. If you're still here, share your stuff. God damn, I wasn't in the right brain to remember to ask why you were still here. God damn. Ah, right. Well, that's all. Not all the bits and pieces cut out yet. We got the cute bits to go. Got feetsies. I don't have a pattern for those. It's so freaking delicate. And those. Right, buddy. I remember what I used for yours, but I don't remember where it's gone. Actually, no, I think. It's my magical 2p that's in every single one of my sticker pictures. There we go. Nope, need the chunky one. How am I finding the less and less chunky one? There we go. Right, so I'm going to decide which is the nicer side on this. I'm going to go with this side's the nice side, so... Couldn't do this before because it was black fabric. I can't lose it. It's become just an integral part. Mostly because I don't have any other cash. I don't carry it anymore, you know? Right, here we go. One little paw pad. Sheesh, there we go. Same size, thank God. Thank God I remembered I used the 2p. With a Proto 1 and 2, I just winged it. Proto Junior got my brain reminder that if you want to make more of these, you're going to have to use standardized stuff, you silly. Although this bit is not standardized, this is completely off the cuff. Oh, beans. Right, this is the stuff that goes missing the fastest. There's one sneeze and the Beckers are gone. Right, I think that's too small. Yeah, it is. Right. Cut around outside of it a bit more then. This is where my hand shaking does not help me at all. There we go. Yeah, that's better. Like, hello, I'm back to annoy the hell out of you. You think I was gone? Don't know why, but my hand shaking apparently has a posh British male voice. I mean, put a bit of a fray on it. Oh no, there we go. Let's go off. Thing is, though, if I wanted to keep that voice for a character, I would not be able to come up with it again. I tried my hardest to do, like, a male posh. Yes, I'm going. Yes, I'm Alfred. No, his name wasn't Alfred, was it? Oh no, my name's Albert. I'm a professor. I swear they get bigger every time. Ugh. Okay, no, not bad. Apparently I can't count though, because I only drew 5. Oh no, wait, yeah, no, hang on, yeah. I drew 6, it's just the first one got ditched. That's it. I'm remembering now. You're eating nuggies? How dare you? Oh, it took my brain a minute to remember what freaking movie this was. I don't have many movie soundtracks on this playlist. Spirit. Right. I'm gonna ditch you. And I'm gonna draw around you. And get 2 more. Heck. Come on, brain. Sorry, hands. Ugh, whichever one is making you shake right now. Can heck off. I'm making a bear. And they've got to have cute feetsies. This doesn't bode well. I've got a sew next. I'm not cutting my finger off by accident. Bam, bam, bam. Oh no, that one's huge. This is a good thing about them being too big, is you can cut them down. There we go. Alright, where are my little feetsies? There they are. Whoop. Alright, all this fluff is making this guy look huge. Here we go. Right, this is probably the most. Anyway, I'm not even sure. You lovely people have tuned in, and this is not going to be very interesting in the slightest, because I've got to hand sew this bit. Get that nice stitchy thingy that he has going on his feetsies. And I decided on using white to stand out between the pink and grey, and that is a terrible cut. This would be good where I figured out like how to do a zoom. I have no idea. Aside from like, I can't reach the camera. I got help, like, I set it up and then just like extended the legs, and now it's too tall. I can't reach it without like descending the legs. Okay. Yeah, we have my lovely hand thread here, and we're going to take off feetsies. And we're going to focus on getting this paw pad in. Doesn't really matter where you start. But the whole idea with these like chunky obvious to see threads is that you do them at a nice amount of intervals. You don't pull too hard. And try and make sure you don't get all the fluff in it, which I didn't see coming, to be honest. Oh, no. So you want to go about, I've gone a couple of millimeters, maybe about 5 millimeters into the pink, and then 5 millimeters out into the grey. Can't really tell how far it goes out into the grey, but you can hopefully see that on the pink. No, I'll try and hold it up in a minute. And I'm using double thread, so it means I've doubled it around the needle end. So that it's way chunkier and easier to see, because it's less about attaching it and more about being visible. It's just a part of the design I did. Welcome back, Tom. Oh. Should probably have cleaned my workspace more because I'm picking up a lot of fluff. I think I just sewed some fluff into the back. Not that it matters, because obviously it's all going inside the teddy, but it technically means I don't have to spend as much stuffing, but you know. It doesn't help when you're trying to do a lax thread. You do bring crisps. Alright, what flavour? If it's ketchup flavour, I'm going to climb through your screen and take them. I'm going full, oh shoot, I don't even know the name of the horror movie. I've never seen it, but I know there's a girl that climbs through a TV screen. I'm gonna do full that. Oh no. All too tight on that. Okay, there we go. Cheese and onion frazzle. Alright, cheese and onion's a good quality flavour. I don't know what frazzles are though. Alright, that is one paw pad, hopefully. Come on, camera. Ish. There we go. I just got to tie it. Thankfully, there's a lot of fluff I can hide stuff in. You have to make sure the tension doesn't go back through. Do that. All right. Get my little shearsies. All right. One successful little pad. All right, let's do this next pad before I do the tiny little bits of the feetsies. Nope, yep, stabbed myself with a needle. It's fine. Just getting a nice chunky knot in the end of this thread. There we go. Start from roughly the same place I did last time. Oh no. Uh-oh. Gone through them. Haha. What are the chances? It's so right through the stitch knot. Damn it. Right, so I'll just pull it through as gently as I can. Come on. Here we are. Okay. Pull that stitch because we don't want the stitch to be tight, but we do want the knot to actually stay against the back of the fabric. My goodness, this fur keeps getting caught up in it. There we are. Okay. Oh dear. Alright, this second foot is not my neatest work. It keeps grabbing all the fluff. Come on, there we are. So what it's doing is it's pulling the fluff through from the other side of the foot. It didn't happen so much on the other foot, so I don't know what's going off here. Have to see how it looks in comparison when I'm done. If it's awful, I'll undo it and redo it. Sophie! I'm gonna name this guy Fluffy in advance, just so you know. I'm not done yet. He's a pile of material, but he's called Fluffy. There's still the possibility this could all go absolutely horribly and he ends up in my bin. No, don't tangle. God damn it, you tangled. Okay, untangled. Horizon. Don't know if I'm right because I can't even see. Ow. Trying to work. No. God damn. Alright, so that's pad 2. Them on camera. There we are. As you can see, there's one stitch that is just full of fluff and I can't get it out. Ugh. Going to frustrate me. Game has the best soundtrack. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, in my opinion. But then, you know, the Pokemon games, they've also got amazing soundtracks. There is one game that I literally don't play, I just listen to the soundtrack. I've never played them either. I've listened to the soundtrack all the time. What's it called? Dust Force. The game's called Dust Force. Has a freaking wonderful soundtrack. No, I can't play the game. The game is too complicated. But I watched someone play the game once, and I was like, right, that I'm downloading that soundtrack. That's mine. Let's actually put that one on. Also, I was wrong. It's not Horizon. It was Star Wars. Whoops. But yeah, let's just force on. Right, I'm going to defluff this guy as much as possible. So hopefully, when we do his ads, it won't cause the same issue. Right, let's get these in. No Man's Sky? I can't say I've ever gone out of my way to listen to the No Man's Sky soundtrack, but I also haven't turned it off while I've been playing the game either, so. Red Dead is also a good shout. Oh my goodness, and that game set the mood with its music. That's what drives me mad. Like, if someone has an ear for music and putting it in the right spaces and trying, they can turn something visual into something freaking epic. Like, I could make, like, the cutest little, I don't know, waving animation or whatever, and it'd be cute. You put some freaking adorable music behind it, it's even cuter, you know? The magic. It's amazing. Right, let's get these feetsies done. Alright, I'm trying. I can't keep it on camera. I'm so sorry. I've got to keep it close to my chest, otherwise I'm going to drop it. My hands have gone full shake mode. So you'll have to be entertained by my random shadow. Actually, no, another good shout is Animal Crossing. Like, they did good music depending on what time of day you were playing. Like, they knew what they were doing when they put in the 4 a.m. soundtrack. It sounds like, hey, you should be asleep. Maybe you should sleep. But to be fair, off the top of my head, I can't think of a game that got it wrong. They just didn't get it fucking right. Sorry for my language there, but I couldn't think of another way of saying it. Okay, some Star Trek movies definitely got it wrong. Sorry, it was just Star Trek comes on. Wait, Star Trek the motion picture. Now that is a clusterfuck. But that's movies. Everyone always says that the Avengers got it wrong. Because, like, no one could sing the Avengers soundtrack like you can, like, Star Wars or Disney songs like that. And I kind of got what they meant, but at the same time, can't compare it to Star Wars. Hello, I'm a tiny little paw pad. Go. Started on the next one. The bears, the bears. Ooh, dropped it. Number 2. Oh, bugger lugs. Through a goddamn fluff. Oh, no, 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 no. Bad. Yeah, no. Fixed. Sorry. I know you can't see, but it pulled through fluff again. Damn it, Fluffy. Ah. Stab myself. Okay. That is one fluffy paw. Right, gotta do it another again. Yeah, you keep showing off your feetsies as well. Remind me how it's done. Right. I don't think I've ever heard this song before. It was on my MCA free ones. So I was like, throw it in that art playlist. Yeah, apologies to any VOD viewers. You're not going to understand anything what we talk about when it comes to the music. Oh, this is another one of Dust Forces. All right. One cute little paw pad in. On to the next one. I think that took some of my skin with it, but never mind. Oh yeah, apologies. Gonna get a lot of me. Who was this? Fluffy with added bits of the maker. And actually, to be fair, quite a lot of Cisco hair. I can't help it. I'll do the best I can. But even sometimes I'll send out like stickers in the mail and there'll be Cisco hair caught in the goddamn sellotape. Like perfume, except not. Like, ew, the Cisco is included, whether you like it or not. Alright, that's me whacking the microphone again. But time for pad number 3. Okay, after this, we've got to add his eyes on because it's a lot easier doing that before you sew his face, which I discovered with Proto 2. Because Proto 1 got his eyes post-stitching, and that's why they're wonky. Here we go. Two very cute feetsies. Oh, well, this reminds me of No Pixel. And a stretch because, oh my goodness, I've been crunched. I stretch. That way. Okay, so this is his little face here. I measured out his eyes go there and there, which seems about right. But I could get it wrong again. Eyes are the hardest, I swear to God. Yeah, this is my bag of eyes. Yep. And I dropped one. That's an eye that's escaped. Right, let me go get that. No. Raise the fluff up in a bit of a line. That'll help me get everything right, hopefully. God, this is hard to stab. Okay. Might have to have some help with that. I don't want them to be wonky this time. Oh dear God. Does not want to go through this fabric. Oh no, there we go. Okay. God, I think I just scratched his eye. Oh no, he's okay. Okay. Hello. I have eyeballs now. Right. See, we're back over there. Hang on that, apparently. Feetsies are done. Put everything in a tub so I don't lose it. Mostly importantly, the needle. You don't want that ending up in your foot. Totally not something I've done. I was 16 years old. I lost the needle. I didn't think much of it. And then the next thing I know, I stood on it. Sorry, Cisco. That wasn't a knock at the door. Excuse me a moment. I must placate the puppy. Cisco! Come here. Come on. It was me. It was. It was you. Going back. Yes, it was me. I am very sorry. I am so sorry. I know it's a Friday, and that's usually a day you're in here with some things, but not today, okay? I'm sorry for upsetting you. Isn't you could put your snoof just there though, so people could see it? No, not without bribery, when I don't have any. Okay, good boy. Right, out you go then. It was me, I swear. Now out you go. Have a drink. Right, cutting board yeeted. Bare fabric. Out the way too. Sewing machine. You're not going to be able to see much now, are you? Last time I did this, I had another camera here. But I do not have that this time. I've only got the one. I'll just have to keep talking you through it. Right, so defluff as much as possible. And then, like I said, we've got some lovely grey in the top. We'll be setting this to 1, which is a lovely thick stitch. And the wonderful thing about this particular sewing machine is you don't need a foot pedal. It's got a lovely play button on the front. Because before I got this one, I used to use my grandma's, which was from the 1920s, and you literally hand cranked it, and it was fabulous. Didn't offer after a while. Right, let's get this arm together. I don't know how much this is going to be like loud for the microphone, so. Oh no, it's not going to pick it up as long as I'm not talking. Enjoy a smur. Now I can adjust the speed if I wanted to, but I don't. I only ever go like, which is funny to me because the speed buttons on this are a picture of a little turtle or a little bunny. One is for go slow and one is for go fast. Right, let's see if that's done. It has. Wonderful. I can't see the stitching. It's such fluffy stuff. So all I did there was leave the needle in so that I could turn the fabric without it losing its spot. Which is good for right angles and corners. Got something a bit tight. Oh, yeah, we had a jam. Too much fluff. Where's Miss Shears? There they are. You really can't see the stitching. I was just about to go, I could show you, but I cannot. Gotta rethread. I'm done. Now this does have an auto threader. Like where it will automatically put this thread through the needle for you. Which is good, you know, if you can't see it or your hands are a bit wiggly for that day, but I for the life of me can't figure out how to use it, so I've never used it. It's there if I ever need it, but thankfully I'm fortunate enough to be able to just I've never had any problems starting at needles. Sometimes I'll have a bit of a shakes, but other than that, I can always see where I'm aiming. Right, let's get you back on the track. Yeah, I should really move the camera, shouldn't I? Don't know how. I can really just see the top of the sewing machine. It's just a white blob. Oh, it came unthreaded again. God damn it. Damn it, you're doing so well. Maybe I didn't get it. For everything I needed to. And of course, the first time I say something with confidence on this stream that I can always thread the needle, I'm now not able to do it first try. Oh god, there we go. She's through. Always the same whenever you get a slight bit of confidence. Right, come on, Fluffy. You've got an arm to finish. Nope. What is up? Come straight out again. Just pulled a lot of thread through. Hopefully that'll help. Make sure all of that gets yeeted. Don't want it getting caught in the machine. Alright, Fluffy. Let's stop causing problems. Finish this arm. Okay, we're gonna cause some problems, alright. Alright. She's not happy. God knows why. Well, she's eaten part of it now. You shouldn't eat Fluffy. Fluffy's eating is bad. Oh dear, that is a lot of eating. Well, I didn't foresee this. Definitely foresaw me getting some stuff wrong. I didn't foresee sewing machine going num-nums on me. I'm gonna see if it's the fabric by testing it with some random stuff, and we'll go from there. Hey. Random test material. Okay, not the fabric. I know, sweetie, I know. See if it's the thread. All right. Not the thread. I know, Grumpy. All right. Technical difficulties, please stand by, except for once it's not the computer, so... I really hate that it says you've got to turn off the sewing machine while you do this bit, right? But it has a licking light on the bottom that really helps you see what you're bloody doing. Can you believe that it's already got so much fluff in it from that one bit? I don't think that's the problem, though. Okay. This is the point where I've lost a notice there. Thank God. Like, hang on. Can't see where the other screw went. So yeah, they're finger tighten ones until you get to a certain point, but oh my God, is finger tightening so impossible. Come on, you bugger. There we go. Let's be back in. Rethread you. Get stuck on everything imaginable, apparently. Come on. There we go. Yes. Good job this is a scrap piece because I just ripped half of it off. Eating it. Right, okay. Come on. Good girl. That's so difficult. Why have you done that from the beginning? I suppose I could show you the stitch. Nothing else. You can't see it on the fluffy stuff, but you can see it on that. Right. Just let's clear out all of these bits of red. Our little screwdriver away. Right, we've got a lot of thread caught. I'm just going to cut that off. And hopefully we should be all right now. But if I have to do that every, what, 4 inches? We're not going to get very far with this. I might as well hand stitch.